Red Witcher, and today's episode is all about mob farms. I've had a lot of people on server asking about them, and we're going to do several different mob farms for today's show. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the Hydra as much as I did. This one, and some of these designs are going to range from basically the mundane to the wow, that's pretty cool. Just because there's a lot of different stuff you can do with it out there. What this is, dark glass from extra utilities you can see in, the mobs can't see out. It's basically like having a completely solid wall. I've got 3 fans to push everything over to a hopper, which drops into one of our ender chests. And that, of course, sends everything back to the base. So all the drops and whatnot are going to get collected. That is just a vanilla skeleton spawner. Now, the thing is, a vanilla skeleton spawner in the nether can pop withers, which is where I've been farming my wither skulls from. I got my handy little cleaver. Chop chop. So this is just, again, a very basic setup. Is it ideal? I didn't make the room big enough, but I really don't care because it does what I need it to do, which is pop out withers, and I can just stand here and voom, voom, voom. That's it. That's all there is to it. Again, a fairly straightforward, fairly simple design. Mob farms don't need to be ridiculously complex in order to be very functional and efficient. This one is just a very handy dandy little guy who does what I need him to do. So this is the simplest that we're going. Well, that's not true. The Piggy one's pretty simple too. But that's basically where we're at with that. I'm going to go ahead and cut camera. We're going to hop on back to the real world. I'll go ahead and show you the rest of this stuff. So it'll be just a second for you, a few minutes for me. We're looking at all of the stuff today, even the ones that we've already seen. This is our Piggy Farm with our fans in the back, and they slowly blow towards the grinder here, which, as you can see, is doing a pretty good job of punching the heck out of things. That's, again, a very simple, very simplistic, but very functional mob farm. And the pig one is really just there. I mean, yay, pork chops and all that jazz, but again, it's really there so we can generate mob essence, which is what we're doing. The grinder is generating that, and it's pumping it into the ME network. We'll show you that again in just a second. I got my ender chest here for all of my piggy drops. Gotta have piggy drops, right? Oh, good would drops be if you didn't have piggy drops? And all of that essence is getting piped into the network. Right now we have 136.4 buckets full of mob essence, and that's actually what is used in our next bit of mob farmery, which I'll take you to right now. Hang on. Next bit of mob farmery. I've done some work in here. I'm sure you guys can see that. These are Aurora Blocks, the colored stuff that you're seeing there. Aurora Blocks. If you've never played with these before, they're a new addition to the Twilight Forest Aurora Blocks. What they are, they look like regular blocks, but they're one-hit kill, first off, which is neat, and that does a lot of different things. But depending on where you place them in the world, depends on what color they turn. Which I think is very cool. It's a very unique mechanic, and I haven't really worked. I mean, it's an XYZ thing, and that's how they know what color to be. And there are these big towers of them up in the Twilight Forest. Pardon me. And there will be more coming, more to them in the future. But anyway, I'm using them to decorate in this room, just because I figured it's a very happy-go-lucky place. A very warm and welcoming environment that we're going to kill a whole bunch of monsters in. What you've got, what I've done here, I'll break myself in so that you can see what we've done. Okay, you'll notice that stuff breaks really easy, but then again, it just goes right back up. We've got ourselves several fans, and they all blow. If I don't touch my character, they all kind of just blow. They blow me about right there every time. I'll go, oh, just, oh, wait, oh, no, up, blow right kind of the center. Oh, right in front of the grinder. What do you know? Fans are a great way in order to, come on, tough guy. There you go. Fans are a great way to get things where you want it to be without the use of water like we used to do in vanilla Minecraft. I really like the fan option. It's very slick. It's very simplistic. It's very smooth. It's just kind of a clean design. Anyway, excuse me. The way I am actually running this mob grinder is off this power source here. It's actually recharging now. I turned it on and it pretty much hemorrhaged power like crazy. I'm actually going to drop the max. Well, no, you know what? The heck with it. Who cares? The bottom thing I've got listed, the bottom output face, which you can't see, is a gray face. It's not actually connected to the rest of the conduit. And I'll show you how it's put together here so that you can see it. We've got our pipe coming in here, and we have our ME network cable that goes this far direction. The important one comes up here, and it hooks right into the auto spawner. It's an MFR, that's Mine Factory Reloaded auto spawner. And what this is the ME fluid export bus, and it's pumping out mob essence at a rate of 1,000 buckets a tick, if it can handle that much. I don't think we actually probably need it to be that high, and that's probably part of the reason why I lost so much. 250 is good. 250 is fine. We don't need to be pumping up that much power. Anyway, so we got our power cable here, and that's running the length of the room, and we got our mob essence coming in. And that's how we're actually fueling our farmer. As far as the farmer, now, this is something else. I ended up putting an item duct here that dumps into an ender chest. I had tried it with ME cable originally, and it just doesn't work. It just didn't work. It gummed everything up. It wouldn't work. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but and on the side of the grinder here, we've got another fluid bus. These fluid buses are fantastic. It's taking the mob essence that it makes there and it's putting it back to the ME network, which is going to end up putting it right into there. So in essence, we've got our two piggy farms here, fueling our mob farm here. Circle of life, synergy. Let's take a look at it. Let's see how this looks when we actually turn it on. Boom. This should be turning it on. Yep, there we go. Hi, Enderman. Hi, two Endermen. Oh, man down. Third Enderman. Fourth. Fifth. You can tell this stuff is moving really quickly. It's amazing how fast these mobs are generating. The grinder just cannot keep up. Now, this will equal itself out over time based on, well, mostly our power demands. You can see the power dropping like a rock. That's because we're generating all sorts of monsters, and we're slaughtering them off. You can see through the item duct here as the stuff keeps getting piped in. This is a very efficient mob farm. In terms of actually getting things done, I'm going to run out of power before I run out of anything else. But the good news is I don't have to worry about ender pearls anymore because, yeah, this pretty much takes care of it. I'm actually going to turn this off just for the moment because we don't really need to hemorrhage any more power. I started, I've had this farm on for about, I'd say 4 minutes. And I started with 7 pearls. I'm up to 32? No, that's 92. This thing generates a whole lot, thanks to the piggies and thanks to the power. So, last mob farm behind this door. We're going to check it out in just a minute. Well, guys, it is time for that last mob farm. Here's what I've done in order to start things off. First off, it's going to be more than 64 blocks away from our torch. It's kind of important for getting things to spawn. I've put blackout curtains up to make sure that no light gets through. You can hear our little friends. There they are. The way I've got this set up, there's a vacuum hopper here and an ender chest that's picking up any drops that I don't get my hands into. Okay. I'm going to open this door here so that you guys can see kind of what's going on. But the farm itself is working currently. I've got 2 zombie spawners up in the air, conveyor belts that drop down, and a conveyor belt that pushes them that way. That's that dark glass. And eventually, I actually just ran out of materials to finish that off with. Eventually, I'll make the whole thing dark glass. You see all our little friends? Yep. Oh, wait. Oh, bye-bye. Very simple, very simplistic. The reason you can see what's going on is because I've got my night vision. If I take off my night vision here, by the way, you'll see there's a torch in the hallway. It's not impacting the performance of these guys at all. We're going to let the night vision wear off. 6, 7, 5, 4. Oh, it gives a little flash when it's wearing off now. I didn't realize it did that. There have been some changes. We actually upgraded to the most recent Resonant Rise mod pack. It added in a couple of things, and I think that was one of them too. But you can tell, I mean, it's very dark in this room. Sure, there's a little bit of light over in this corner, but really, it's not much. Uh, I could probably black it out if I wanted to, but it honestly does a pretty good job. So we just duck down here now, grab ourselves whatever we choose in order to. Oh, that's something else I didn't mention. I will in a second. Yeah, just grab something and start whacking away. We wanted to have a manual mob farm so that we could grind experience if we chose to. There you go. It's all right here. Do do. Lots of stuff. Put my hat back on. Scary. One other thing I wanted to show you guys. So I mean, that's it. It's a very simple, very simplistic, very efficient way to slaughter monsters. You just stand right here and stuff drops down and just whack away at it. You don't necessarily stand that close because yeah. One other thing I'd experimented with, and it actually kills mobs too quickly, was putting an iron spike where this block is here. But it actually slaughtered mobs a little faster than I wanted it to, so I took it out. But that is one if you're doing this at what's the phrase? If you're doing this at home, you can certainly try that, and it will work for you. It just depends on how fast, how much you want to have automated, how much you want to have extra. One thing I was going to say, the folks over at BD Craft have faxified the extra TIC stuff. So all of my extra TIC tools, remember how blocky and 16-bitty they looked? Look at them now. They look legit. I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, everything looks really sharp, really well done. So if any of them are listening, anybody who actually contributed on that, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. It definitely makes a difference. So anyway, that's the Mob Farm episode. We did a lot today. You'll also notice too with the latest update in Resonant Rise. I don't run as fast as I used to. I don't have my crack-addled speed anymore. But that's because of a change to the way that boost works. Not sure. I think that's just a vanilla mechanic, to be honest with you. But boost has changed. So no longer. I mean, I still move quick, but not as quick. But the difference is now I can jump. And boost gives step assist now. You'll notice I'm just basically running over everything. All in all, I miss being able to really run, but at the same time, I love step assist. Step assist is great. Anyway, so that pretty much concludes our Mob Farm episode. We'll be back next trip through with Tier 5 Blood Altar. And we're going to do some more work with automating the system. I will show you one little thing before we go. Just one last little thing before we go. I've managed to automate this, everything except for the blood. Automating the blood is going to come next. Stabbing, manually, healing yourself, yeah. But you guys have already seen it disappear before, where it takes stuff and it makes it go away. The problem was automating, getting it to go back in. And it turns out I'm just a fool and it overlooked something very simple. You take a barrel, you put stone in it, you grab a wooden pipe and an autarkic gate, inventory empty, give it a single pulse. It puts one piece of stone out there. You saw it go from 36, now it's at 35. It just pulsed once. If I take this, you can see it again. You see how it lights up? One piece of stone comes. Done. That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. Really handy. I just got to remember it'll basically do 3 of these stones before it runs out of juice, and I just got to run back over and stab myself a couple of times. I will be automating that sooner rather than later. As a matter of fact, I think next episode we're going to have that. So stick around for that. And indeed, thanks for watching. Appreciate all you guys who do subscribe and like the videos. If there's anything that you want to see in the future, leave it in the comment section. I built the XP farms, basically all the mob farms, because somebody on server had asked how to build a mob farm. And so I went ahead and did that just as kind of a not a tutorial, but just as a way to showcase a couple of different versions of it. So, God, I do that every time. I'm an idiot. Anyway, so if you do want to see stuff in the future, let me know. Leave it in the comment section. But until then, Red's out. Have a good day, guys.